Yes, today we are ready to learn a very new skill, how to read a book and check the readability level of that book. We are going to use what we call a Fry graph procedure. Fry is an individual who helped us with a graph that has two axes, of course, the x-axis and the y-axis, and the readability level of a book is determined by how many sentences are found within a section, a given section, and within that section how many syllables are found. The difficulty level is determined by these two factors. All right. So, today we are going to see how this procedure is actually carried out. So, I have with me a book, an English reader called the Daystar Reader 4. We like to recommend this book to our students perhaps, but we like to know which grade level this book would really be suitable for. And so, we are ready to measure the readability. What we actually do is select a section in the book at the beginning portion and measure off, count off 100 words first. All right, and once you determine the 100 words, we count how many sentences are found in those 100 words, and then we count how many syllables are found in the same 100 words. And then we use this very special graph, the Fry graph, and we are now ready to begin this procedure. Are you ready? Okay, good. What we have to do is select any page from the beginning portion of that book and count out 100 words from the beginning portion of that book. All right, so I have selected here a page in the beginning of the book. All right, and I need to count out 100 words. That's continuous reading material. All right, so it should not be just a list of bulleted points. So you can select a page that's appropriate with paragraphs, with not too many numbers, but it's smooth reading kind of material. All right, so we read out 100 words and mark it, and then we read the syllables, and we do the same for a section in the middle of the book and at the end of the book. But for today, for our practice, we will do just one set of readings, okay, just the first portion of the book. All right, so we will do the reading right now. So, I am going to count 100 words from this page here. It's an English reader, so it's a story how Kathy caught the train. So, I am going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 6, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Okay. So, it ends at 2. So, I'll put a sticker here just after the word to. All right, so we have the 100 words ready to count the syllables and also to count how many sentences are found within these 100 words. All right, so remember, readability level depends on two factors: how many syllables the section has and how many sentences are found in that section. The less number of sentences, more difficult the material is. You can imagine seeing textbooks for small children, run, Dick, run. It's just a sentence made of 3, and usually those books are very simple to read. But when the grade level increases, we have longer sentences. So the difficulty level increases too. And it's the same with syllables. When the words are longer, the difficulty level increases. So the number of syllables will determine that. If within the same 100 words there are greater number of syllables, you can expect the readability level to be higher. All right, so right now we are going to check how many sentences are found in these 100 words. Let us count, okay? 1 over here, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6, just one word short of 6. So perhaps we can count the number of sentences as 5.9. Right? It's okay to approximately place it, and decimals are okay to use. All right, now comes the task of counting the syllables, and we are going to tally the syllables using the tally marks. So remember the number of sentences. Oops. All right, was 5.9. All right, now to see the number of syllables, we are going to count the syllables really in the material. Okay, syllables. Okay, let's begin now. All right, I am going to do a very peculiar thing of reading the book at the same time tallying right here on my tablet. Okay, so I read and I tally at the same time. Kathy lived 10 kilometers from church. 10 long and hilly kilometers. She played the piano for the youth group and had to be present at every meeting as well as at every choir practice. And when she had to ride her bicycle, she quickly learned how long and hilly those miles could be. Sometimes the journey was not only long and hilly, but also hot or cold or wet. Kathy did not enjoy the ride at all when it was wet. It made her such a mess that she felt she could not play her best when she got to. All right. Remember, the end point was 2, and so we stopped counting the syllables right over there. So now we need to count how many syllables all in all are found in these 100 words. Okay, since we have tallied this in terms of fives, let's count how many fives of marks are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 times 5, okay, 125 plus a 1, so 126. So, number of syllables is 126. All right. So, all of us have noticed that we have counted the number of sentences and counted the number of syllables in these 100 words that we selected at the beginning portion of the book. We do the same for a section in the middle and another section at the end of the book, towards the end of the book actually. And then we average the number of sentences and average the number of syllables, and you will get one value for the number of sentences and one value for the number of syllables. But for now, remember I told you that we are using only one set of numbers. We are not doing the averaging because we are not doing the same procedure for the middle and end. So, the next step would be then to take our graph here. This is called the Frey graph, the Frey graph. All right, and you can see on this graph two sets of numbers. On the x-axis you have larger numbers. These designate the syllable values, and on the y-axis you can find smaller numbers in decimals. These values stand for the number of sentences. So, syllables on the x-axis and sentences on the y-axis. Remember, we need to find that particular point where two values on this graph intersect. Okay? So, we have counted the number of syllables, we have counted the number of sentences. Ideally, there would be an average value for both, but right now this one set of numbers is all what we are using. So, let us use the 5.9 value, okay, and keep it ready. Number of sentences we have counted was 5.9. All right. So, that is a line over there, okay, and keep it in our mind. And number of syllables is 126, and 126 will fall right between 124 and 128. So, let us go upward like this. Okay, remember 5.9 is the number of sentences and 126 the number of syllables, and you can see 5.9 comes right over here. This is the point that is very interesting for us. And what does this intersecting point tell? This is a point on the graph. You see on this graph some numbers, okay, between these sunbeams as though, and our point is coming right here, and the number that this point comes is number 6. The section in which this point that we found comes is 6. This 6 shows that the readability level of this book is level 6. In other words, this book is fit for reading by grade 6 students. All right. So, perhaps if our students come from English as second language situation, it is okay to count one level higher, because if it is grade readability level 6 for English speaking students, it would be one level higher for those who find English as a second language. So, for now we can say it is readability level 6 for grade 6, but you could also consider this book to be ideally for grade 7 students, if your students are from English as second language situation. All right, so this is how we determine the readability level of a book, and it can be for a textbook, for any reading material you wish to select for your students. This can work for graduate school students, because there are levels going on from 10, 11, 12. Okay, once level 12 is crossed, you are talking about tertiary level readability levels. And so, if it goes beyond the graph, we have here up to level 15. If it goes beyond it, it just means it is more difficult than tertiary level. Perhaps it is for graduate school students and so on. Well, this is how we can measure the readability level of a book, one way. Now, if there are other ways that you find useful, just by browsing through and checking the words and just going through it in a casual manner, that is fine too. But this is a precise and exact method that is almost foolproof, I should say, and that works a lot. All the best as you practice this procedure using a book that you have chosen, and try to measure the readability level of your book using the steps that I have just shown you. All the best.